St. Petersburg Pediatrics has been in primary care pediatrics and ingrained in the community for over 35 years, making them one of the most trusted in the community. And today, nurse practitioner Samantha Lawrence is back to discuss the importance of child safety when riding in cars. Good morning. Welcome back.
Hi, thanks. I'm happy to be back today again.
Yeah, we're talking about a hot button issue, an important issue. What's more important than traveling with your children in the car? Let's start with the law and what we are absolutely required to do first.
Sure. So the law is pretty straightforward. Children from birth to 3 need to be riding in a car seat. Children 4 and 5 need to be in at least a booster seat, and all children who are less than 18 must be wearing a seatbelt in the car. You can get pulled over for not wearing your seatbelt, and you can get points on your license for not properly restraining a child in a moving motor vehicle.
Okay, so there is the law, but let's take it a step further now, and I know there's even some other recommendations that you want to make sure parents know and are reminded of, because there's even extra safety precautions we should be taking.
Absolutely. So the American Academy of Pediatrics has some advanced recommendations for children riding in motor vehicles. They recommend that children up to 2 years of age ride rear facing in the car.
Rear facing. I know a lot of us parents, we don't like to hear that, but you really do say that that is the safest way to travel with our children.
It definitely is. And the reason for that is all of the accelerating forces of the car moving forward. If you were to hit something or someone were to hit you from behind, all that body motion moves forward. A child who's rear facing, their head just goes safely into that car seat. If they're forward facing, they're prone to a whiplash injury. Children are especially prone to whiplash injuries because they have a large head in comparison to their body ratio.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, so that's up rear facing up until, if you can, 2?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, children can certainly outgrow rear facing before then. So I would recommend starting with an infant carrier like you have here that's rear facing. These are nice. They pop in and out of the seat so you can carry your child around. They'll outgrow the seat pretty quickly. Then you want to switch to a convertible rear facing car seat. This can accommodate children rear facing usually up until about 35 pounds. Then the seat turns around and can accommodate children up to 65. Some of these seats up to 80 pounds. So don't wait until your child's 1 to turn them around. Wait until they actually outgrow rear facing.
And when you say outgrowing, what does that mean? When they literally, their feet and their legs are just too big and they're kicking?
Feet can push up against the seat a little bit, and that's okay. Really, when you've outgrown rear facing for your car seat, so the size is usually 35 pounds, but all seats are different, so check the instructions on your seat to see when it can turn around based off of weight. Then forward facing, you don't want to move the child up to the booster seat once they've turned 4 as a 4-year-old milestone, but wait until they've outgrown that 65 pounds or that 80 pounds for that seat before you put them in a booster.
And I know we've talked before, because you say the sooner or the more protection you can have around them for as long as possible is probably the best, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. So the risk of death with car accidents, if you're in a car seat, you can reduce that by 75%, booster seats up to 50%. So again, when the child turns 6, you don't want to take them out of their booster seat. Children should be out of a booster seat when they're 4'9" or 57 inches. We also want children who are less than 12 riding in the back because airbags can injure children.
Okay, all right. Well, as we kind of wrap up here, we have a little less than a minute left. What do you tell parents who, I know a lot of us are out there that are overwhelmed? It's time to buy a new car seat, buy the first car seat. Where do you go to help look on what brand and to get all the information?
Sure. Well, choose the car seat you like. And models and makes don't matter so much as checking to make sure your car seat doesn't have any recalls. So you can check safecar.gov to look for any recalls. You can also contact the Florida Highway Patrol to have them help install your seat. You're going to need assistance maybe from your owner's manual in your car because all cars are different.
I know, installing, we didn't even get into the installing the car seat. That's probably the other half of the battle that people really need to make sure they're doing correctly.
Definitely. So start with this infant seat, and then as your infant outgrows that, I recommend buying one of those convertible seats, and if you need help with installation, you can contact a car certified installer.
All right. Well, again, I know you guys have so many offices here in the Bay Area. They can call anytime, see when you're open. We really do appreciate you being here this morning, and just a wealth of knowledge. We look forward to having you back, you and your team.
Thank you so much.